2 days ago, Fisch released a new rod which is called the Exalted rod, which in order to get that rod you need 7 enchant relics with a specific mutation. Currently right here we have 3 of those enchant relics, which requires to solve this puzzle. So we're missing 4 more enchant relics, which we're gonna try and get them by appraising. As you can see over here in the Fisch wiki, which shows everything that you need for this rod. As you can see, Rod of the Exalted 1. The Rod of the Exalted 1 can be obtained in the hidden puzzle of the Keeper's Secret. It requires placing an enchant relic with a specific mutation for each pedestal, as which is red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, magenta, and pink, which right next to it is the mutations you need for those enchant relics, which we're missing 4 of these: the greedy, the translucent, Atlantean, fossilized, mosaic, which you could get it from appraising. The crystallized you can't get from appraising. You actually need to go and fish and get lucky to get that mutation with the enchant relic. You get the crystallized rod in the northern expedition area, which when you climb up to the high peak of the mountain, you'll see this little area where a rod is like frozen, and you will need 2 diamonds. You will need somebody else to melt the ice, and then you'll be able to buy that rod, which that rod, I think there's a 12% chance of getting the crystallized mutation, which costs 35,000 credits. You also gonna have to do that with the cyan enchant relic. Luckily for me, I already have that enchant relic, which I think when I was fishing with the trident rod, and I never used that. I always kept it. So over here it shows the cost of how on average how much it's gonna cost to get that mutation. So it seems like the greedy mutation is gonna be the most expensive and probably hardest to get. You need an average of 2,000 appraisals to guarantee a greedy mutation. 0.05% chance. So if you don't have the appraisals luck game pass, it's gonna cost a total of 1.4 million credits, and if you have the appraisals luck game pass, it will cost 1.1 million credits, which I do have the appraisals luck game pass. It'll probably cost me like less than a million because I already got the hexed mutation. Hopefully if we get lucky enough, we're able to get the greedy mutation and not have to spend 676,000 credits to get to that mutation. We're gonna appraise, and hopefully we have enough money to get those 4 mutations from appraising. So we're gonna start praising. As we get to the mutations, I'll give you guys updates on how much credits I spent to get that mutation. After appraising for 2 hours, I finally got all the mutation enchant relics that I need, and now we're here in Mush Grove Swamp, which is the location you need to go and complete the puzzle of the enchant relics. So over here, if you go in the back of the Mush Grove Swamp, you'll see this wall right here that you can see outlined, and then you're gonna walk through it, and then you're gonna go inside this elevator, which costs no money. You just go inside, interact with that, and this elevator takes you to the place where you're supposed to put down all the enchant relics that you got. Now we're here. As you can see, this is the location to get the rod. So we have here the hex enchant relic. We're gonna activate that. We have here the crystallized enchant relic, and the last enchant relic, we're gonna activate this. There we go. You have unlocked the Rod of Exalted 1. The keepers are pleased with your offer and give you 3 Exalted relics. So we got 3 Exalted relics, and we also got the rod. So let's go take a look at the stats of this rod. Rod of the Exalted 1, originally created for the most magnificent royals, was lost in time and slid away. Exalted relics now have a 2.5 times higher chance to be caught. So without this rod, there's a 1 in 2,000 chance of getting an Exalted relic, but now with this rod, there's a 1 in 800 chance of getting that relic. The stats on this rod is 55% alert speed, luck 170%, control 0.15, resilience 20%, max kg 70,000 kg. And you're probably wondering, what does this relic does? It's basically like an enchant relic, but it gives you different enchants. So if we go over here to the Fisch wiki again, you can see here are the 7 enchantments you could get with that relic. There's Immortal, which is a plus 75% luck, Mystical plus 45% resilience, Sea Overlord plus 25 fish size, Anomalous 10% chance to catch a duplicate fish and have its anomalous 2.5 times sell value, Quantum 25% chance for the fish to be subspace 5 times sell value. This enchantment I'm definitely interested in. I think I'm going to make a separate video of getting this enchantment and fishing with this enchantment, because there's a 25% chance of getting this enchantment. Piercing, stab fish while reeling, similar to the ability of Trident Rod and No Life Rod. Invisible, allows the rod to fish in the Rose Lake Volcano and Brine Pool. So these are the 7 enchantments you could get with that enchant relic, the Exalted Enchant Relic, and is the only way to get these enchantments. So it's basically a better version of an enchant relic. If I had to guess, in the future they'll probably add more enchants to that, but for now there are only 7. So that is the rod. I am going to be doing a separate video of testing out one of those enchants, which hopefully I get lucky enough, because I did got 3 Exalted enchant relics for free for completing the puzzle. So hopefully we get lucky and we get the quantum enchant, because if we don't, then we're gonna have to go fish, and hopefully we get lucky enough to get the Exalted relic, which is a 1 in 800 chance with this rod, which is still pretty rare. But that's the end of this video. This is the rod, the Exalted 1. That's how you get it. It's free, but not really free, since you do need to waste money on getting those mutations of the enchant relics. But that's the end of this video. This is how the Exalted relic looks like, a little different than the regular enchant relic. But that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Next video, I'm getting the quantum enchant.